Hey, what's up, everybody that's listening now on the podcast and now on the pre-recorded episode of Aftermath on YouTube, and plus we're live on YouTube instead. For you guys that's watching pre-recorded on YouTube, just showing like kind of like my point of view of how I'm seeing the screen and stuff like that, and you get to see me too. And of course, you guys that's watching on Twitch, did kind of put a reminder to everybody and try to post it on my page and on my Instagram. Sorry, I was gonna. I was spelling it. I was gonna say it real wrong. Uh, okay, Marquette did win 64-88. And I think they was. And I think it was going on in Milwaukee. I guess. Yeah, it was Milwaukee. Okay. And I know. Yeah, the season where Marquette is going to be up. Like I think next week would be their. It is going to be this coming weekend, or it's going to be the next weekend. It would be probably be their final like time this season before they go to like tournaments or try to compete to the NCAA tournament. I think Marquette got a good shot. As for the Badgers, maybe. If not, then they probably gonna be in like if they don't be in the NCAA tournament, they probably be in the NIT. Yeah, you never know. But anyway, so what we gonna talk about today? As I was playing to the people that was watching live, we're going to talk about the results of No Surrender. That will be first. We'll talk about that in a minute. Um, Elimination Chamber results we're going to talk about. And of course, earlier today's Bucks game, which started at 12 Central against the 76ers. So, yeah, interesting weekend. Oh, that's cool. They honored the 1974 Final Four team. That's pretty cool. I wonder if any of them made it to the NBA. That's what I'm wondering. Because that'd be cool if they did. Just didn't know much. No, didn't know much about it. Oh, I guess they're gonna talk about the Bucks later. Okay, so we're gonna talk about first is the No Surrender pay-per-view results. So for those that didn't see it, I did watch it because I was trying to watch both SmackDown and No Surrender at the same time. Then when the SmackDown was over, turning it into like Friday's Bucks game when they went against Minnesota. So yeah, the video of that should be up on excuse me on the podcast and also on YouTube. So have a chance, look for that. Okay, the countdown to No Surrender, the two matches they have, I did not see them, but I did heard about their results earlier that evening because they did talk about it. So Mike Bailey and Trent Seven, I guess they were first versus the Rascals, and they called themselves Speedball Mountain, which is very cool. But yeah, the Rascals end up winning. I wouldn't be surprised if they did cheat it, but yeah. Oh yeah, Steve Macklin interfered, so that's how that happened. And yeah, let's see. Wentz locks in the submission, forcing Mike Bailey to tap. Ouch, that got to suck. Okay, now next up we got the other countdown to TNA No Surrender was Kushida and Kevin Knight going against Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, the system, along with Alyssa Edwards. So didn't see this match either, but I did know who won, and was kind of kind of shocked, but yeah, but they did no, they didn't do the cheat to win. They actually wait seriously, they won fair. Oh, okay, Alicia did interfere, so yeah, I'm about to say they about to win this clean. I was gonna be shocked for a second and said, "Oh, they won clean." No, they didn't. So of course the system did win the match, defeating Kushida and Kevin Knight. So now we get on to the main card. Eric Young versus Frankie Kazarian. The winner gets the TNA World Title shot at the next month's pay per view Sacrifice, which is actually a few weeks from now. So yeah, that's kind of shocking. Like a few weeks. Well, might as well say a week from this Friday. Might as well say that. Um, before we go on, let's see. I got the first pre-show match wrong. I got them both wrong exactly. Yeah, I got them both wrong. Um, with Ariana and Frankie Kazarian, I did get this one wrong. I thought Frankie Kazarian was gonna beat him, but nope, Eric Young won, which I'm not upset about. But I just thought like Kazarian, talk about not getting trying to fight for get a title shot, and yeah, he ended up losing. So yeah, Eric Young ended up winning. So Kazarian was arguing with the referee. Eric Young went in with the pin 1, 2, 3 and got him. And afterwards, Kazarian start attacking the referee. This is just start like beating the daylights out of this referee. So yeah, just crazy, just insane. Let's see. Next up is the TNA World Tag Team Championship match. Now they're in match 3, which the best of 5 series is split up one apiece. No, best of 3. I'm sorry. Well, if it was a best of 5, it would have been a little bit longer than that. But yeah, the best of 3. I'm sorry. So they both won a piece. I was wrong about this one. I thought they was going to actually give it to the Grizzle Young Vets, but they didn't. Well, I'm ain't like I'm upset about it that it happened that I was wrong. But like I said, like good thing with TNA, they're unpredictable. So they always good for me, to watch every week. Yeah, because when it comes to their pay-per-views, it gets unpredictable. Which, I'm glad, makes like, YouTubers or people that, journalism or whatever you want to call it, like me, just to, talk about it. Yeah, I'm wrong and this was a good move and what they did. So yeah. Although, ABC did win it back in October for in Bound for Glory. So I guess they go on a little bit more of a run with them. So I'm not upset with that. It's pretty cool. Um, let's see. The surprise of this match with the next one with PCO versus Khan. I was thinking that Khan was gonna end up winning it, but I was like half right and half wrong. So the results were PCO won by disqualification as Khan, started attacking him with a chair. PCO got back up, started attacking them with the chair, and they was like back and forth. It was just insane. So it was like I wouldn't say it was the right way to go, but if you want to continue this, like this feud, why not do it like that? So yeah, good move. Wasn't a move that I was expecting, but yeah, pretty cool. Um, let's see. Next up, Knockouts World Tag Team Championship. Oh, I was so wrong about this one too. I thought, since Decay got it at Hard to Kill last month, and I thought they was going to retain. Of course, Decay defending against MK Ultra. Like I said, I don't have a problem with like either team. Although, MK Ultra kind of like turned heel, like, days later, like a week later after, they lost the titles. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. MK Ultra. They won the match, and now for the second time, they're both tag champs. So new knockouts tag champs. So yeah, I was really surprised, and I think this probably ain't over. So DK probably gonna ask for the rematch. So it's not gonna end this time. I'm thinking the final time they may face will probably be at Sacrifice. But then again, it's like you got a week from this Friday to set things up. So this is gonna be crazy. And after Sacrifice, you got Rebellion, which is on I think it's April 20th. On I think that's on a Friday too. I think was I think that's on a Saturday. I'm not sure. Wait. I know how to do this. Tuesday, Monday. Yeah, Saturday. Okay, it'll be on a Saturday. Yeah, April 20th. Yeah, April 20th will be a Saturday. Sorry. Next up, Josh Alexander versus Simon Gotch. I was wrong about this one too. I thought, okay, I was knowing that this feud may not be over, but yeah, I just didn't think, Simon Gotch was actually was going to win this match. That's what I thought, but at a great, hard hitting match, Josh Alexander did win. But I know one thing: like the feud is not over. Um, let me just try to go back to that. Sorry. Oh wow, we're already up to the main event. Oh no, that was the TNA World Championship wasn't the main event. I forgot about that. You have a no surrender rules match, so this is the first time ever they done something like this. So it's mainly like it's no pinfalls, no submissions, or anything like that. You got to throw in the towel for your significant corner to win. So they of course Alex Shelley had Kushida and I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I think it was Damon. Okay. Yeah, because they kind of got it wrong on here. It was an Alex Shelley with Kushida and Alex Shelley. Not yeah, this is crazy. Um yeah, you see how they got it wrong on here. So on in TNA, and this was their fault. I don't think they even realized that they done that. But yeah, sadly, like Moose was, constantly spearing Alice Shelley with the spit, but he had like a chain around him, I guess just to make a more effect. Then Moose was about to spear him for the fourth time, then Kushida just throws in the towel. But after the ring, well, the bell ring, I should say, Moose speared him anyway, and that was it. So Moose did retain. So now we know it's gonna be Eric Young versus Moose next month. Well, you might as well just say like a week from this Friday, Sacrifice. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, Ash by Elegance decided to sit at ringside for the Knockouts World Championship, which was up next. I was wrong about this one too, but I'm happy that Jordan Grace did retain. Well, I thought, they was gonna have it step it up and have like Gazelle Shaw finally win it. And I guess they just went another direction and they kept it on Jordan Grace. Not saying nothing wrong with that, and not saying really nothing wrong if Gazelle Shaw would have won it either. Like I said with TNA, they starting to be unpredictable. So that's just me. So Jordan Grace did retain, and so it seems like that Ash Evans may be the next challenger to the title, but I think they might gonna save that one, but just have her, watch Jordan Grace and go from there. Um, Jake something did a promo and say he's gonna be watching the X Division match because he's watching it closely because he seems like he's gonna be the next challenger. So I wouldn't be shocked if he is. I think he deserved a title. Like his first stint in TNA, he was dominating, but never got a title. But hopefully, he gets one now. So sooner or later, hopefully. So the next match, if I can go to it. Oh, now we're on the main event. The main event was the X Division Championship on Chris Sabin versus Mustafa Ali, which Mustafa Ali is making his TNA debut. In a whole bunch of videos and challenging Chris Sabin and stuff like that. So yeah, this was shocking. Good hands there, like kind of distract Sabin and all that stuff. Um, yeah, Ali, he countered and did his venture move, the 450 splash, and although he did like a little bit cheating himself, but hey, what more can you do? And Mustafa Ali in his debut won the X Division Championship. So yeah, shocking. Oh, okay. He had an exclusive interview. Okay, his first major championship in 20 years. Yeah, that's true. 20 years of his like wrestling career. So congratulations to him. You know, pulling it off well with with the gimmick. Saying that like he's running for something. So that's kind of like what his gimmick is, and all that stuff. I think I think I had none of these matches right. Oh yeah, except for the main event. I did say Mustafa Ali was going to win his debut because I couldn't see, Chris Sabin retaining it, and Mustafa Ali was like, making his debut and just lose. So yeah, it just didn't seem right. So that was the only match I was right about. All the other matches, I was wrong. So not surprised and not upset, but a little shocked on some of these matches that the results happened, but I'm not upset. So I'm glad, they did what they did. The way they went was pretty good. And yeah, 10 matches within like a 3.5 hour span, including, the pre-show, whatever, the countdown, might as well say. Yeah, it was worth watching. I give this pay-per-view, I would say probably a 9 out of 10. Only why I give it a 9 because I didn't see the first two matches. So yeah, that's the only thing. Because otherwise, if those matches were end up being good and I ended up seeing them, they could be this pay per view could be a 10 out of 10. Who knows? But yeah, I just said like yeah, just give it a 9 out of 10 because the pay per view was mostly good. Couldn't see Nick Nemeth, you know, wrestling, but he was in New Japan, so he won a title. I think it was New Japan Wrestling Global. Why Matt Riddle won the I don't know if it was the television championship or whatever, but I don't know. He won a title too. So, and of course, Mustafa Ali won the title. So, all three of them, were released by WWE, and look at them now. So, like I said, results I give this 9 out of 10. So, sorry if I can get out of here. We can talk about But then again, I got to mention about match of the night for for this pay per view. Let's see, match of the night. Um, I think I would probably would give um match of the night probably would go to I don't know. I just said the X division may be the match of the night, I believe, but yeah, no, I actually would go with Josh Alexander and Simon Gotch for match of the night, and it was just out there. Although the results were didn't was I didn't expect the results like that, but it was still a good match. that most of us stayed up, like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning to watch. But yeah, insane, right? Okay, so the pre-show that got mentioned, got added on earlier in the week. Kabuki Warriors went against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Of course, yeah, not a bad match, but although besides like Indy Hartwell is wrestling in her home country, so yeah, like 3 people was in attendance in their home country was like, and y'all probably already know who the other 2 are, friends they had. So they finally had a pre-show match. So I'm finally glad about that. To kick off the main card show, they had the women's elimination chamber, which was actually interesting, versus Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch versus Naomi. So of course the winner will challenge whoever wins the. So, and I hope nobody ain't throwing shame or bad things about Raquel Rodriguez, because she came out there with no makeup because her skin condition that kept her out for months was kind of like attacking, so she couldn't put on makeup and just went natural. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
She was brave to go out there without any makeup, without people off.
Yeah, exactly.
But she proved that she's more than just a pretty face, so to speak.
Exactly. So that was good. Liv Morgan enters, and I think the first Tiffany Stratton enters. Bianca Belair enters. Morgan eliminated Stratton, so maybe that'll be like another feud for the future. Never know. But right now, rumors are they're talking about Bianca Belair going against Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. So thing too, but besides that, Bianca Belair eliminated Rodriguez. So they was like toe to toe, power for power. They were doing good, both of them against each other. But yeah, she ended up pinning Rodriguez. So she was one of my picks. She was one of my picks. She was actually no. Let me scratch that. She was my pick to win it, but I knew she wasn't. But she was my pick to win. But we're going on to who won in a second. Oh Jesus! If it come on, I think this computer is just doing this to me because I got too many things going on. Too long. Morgan eliminates Belair. Dan Lynch eliminated Morgan. So they did this little video before I go on. They did this little thing about Liv Morgan, like last year's Royal Rumble. She was the last one eliminated. This year's Royal Rumble, she was the last one to get eliminated. And of course, you saw in Chamber that she was the final 2, but got eliminated. So I don't know. I think some people trying to do a campaign like to like let Morgan in and stuff like that. And I guess some fans were picked, and it may end up being triple threat. Becky, Liv, and whoever wins the women's title. Um. So yeah. Next off is the tag team championships. Like I said, I did predict Becky Lynch to win, so I was right about that one. Damian Priest and Finn Balor defend against the New Catch Republic, which is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So you had that going. I fell asleep. Did heard about Dominic Mysterio had interference, and Collins and Cody Rhodes. That's funny. Rose asked if there are any Kobe crybabies in the building. The WWE Universe erupt. Okay, Rose said to be the people's champion, SCB around the people. Until WrestleMania 40, he's wide open. So he said he wants to wrestle The Rock one-on-one anytime, any place. Okay, Theory, okay, he put his 2 cents in doing The Rock's calf raises, and I don't know why, because I don't know. So yeah, Rollins attacked Theory, and Rose attacked it. They was mainly attacking Austin Theory. So I guess what a way to end that, and not attacking Grayson Waller. Yeah, why not? I did see the men's elimination chamber. Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton versus Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight and Drew McIntyre did kick it off. They was the first 2, that was starting the match. Kevin Owens entering the pod. So no wasn't eliminated yet. Then Bobby Lashley enters. Let's see. Randy Orton enters. No one's still eliminated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Everything's working, but it's going a little slow, so I apologize. But not everything that's going on we hear with the live, and like I said, y'all get to see stuff that's going on and all that good stuff. And oh wow, eliminated Lashley. Then McIntyre eliminated LA Knight with thanks to the interference of AJ Styles. So yeah, so it seems like AJ Styles and LA Knight may have a feud down the line, but they was like trying to make it seem like that LA Knight may go against Logan Paul just for the United States title. So that's what they made it seem like, with the news and rumors and stuff. So that's why you only take like news and rumors to the grain of salt, like one of those things, like believe it until you see it. Yeah, yeah, I read the news and stuff too, but I'm just like I'll believe it till I see it. Orton eliminated Owens. Of course, Logan Paul was going to pull out the brass knuckles. Orton nails him with the RKO, and I think, Orton eliminated Logan Paul too. And come on, Orton and Drew McIntyre. He added one knuckles in. Drew McIntyre will face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Signed his contract yet after WrestleMania, but it would be. He has a feud with Drew McIntyre and all that stuff, so it'll be something to see. Is the winner event, which was really, I guess when Nia Jax had Rhea Ripley like in the move or whatever, and of course the other guys look. Triple H did mention before that match the attendance on there. There was 52,590, as I'm like reading it on here. But I knew he said about the attendance, just couldn't remember the number. So back and forth match, like still dominate and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, yep. Rhea Ripley did a suplex, delivers with the boot to the face. They end up doing a riptide to retain the title. So yeah, this was interesting. So of course your winner is and still women's champion Rhea Ripley. So right now, for what seems like it's gonna be Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the women's world title. And I know some people probably will say something about it, but it's been a while. She didn't have the title, and sorry guys, I just had to cut some stuff up. Okay, eliminate that. But this pay-per-view, although I didn't see that segment in the tag team match, not the segment, but the segment with the Grayson Waller effect and the tag team title match. But overall, the matches were pretty good. Like the only reason I probably would give it maybe 7 out of 10 for this pay-per-view, because the match I didn't see, and also for the segment I didn't see, and of course my predictions end up being 100% correct. It's just like I said, like WWE is starting to be predictable, which kind of sucks. But I guess they, make it predictable and stuff like that. But I know they don't try to, but I guess they're going with the whatever's the story that makes sense. So that's what they're doing. So otherwise, I give it, 7 out of 10. And the match of the night would have to be the main event with the Women's World Championship. Because it was like a back and forth match. And of course, the women that is most dominated and Nia Jax were being undefeated since she returned in the fall. And since like the Royal Rumble last year for Rhea Ripley, she's been dominant as well, just been untouchable. So yeah, what a match. So yeah, end up calling that like match of the night. Okay, just gonna give this a moment, and we're gonna talk about no, we're gonna talk about a little bit of news, but we're also gonna talk about the Bucks game. So let me X that out and talk about the Bucks and the 76ers, and what a game. What a game. So now we can get back on that and wait for this to pop back up. So, ooh, okay. Game finally over for the Kings and Clippers. 123 to 107. The Sacramento King won on the road against the Clippers. Oh, oh, Chicago beat New Orleans. Eh, shocking. And Atlanta shockingly beat Orlando. This is just crazy. But let's get to this game. Oh God. Okay, there we go. I pressed something, but 119 to 98. Um, of course, 76ers were without Joel Embiid, and of course the Bucks was without Chris Middleton. So, but there was some good news that they mentioned before the game that Chris Middleton should be back by next week. So don't know which game that he's going to be, back on, but his offense today. But they needed his offense, and because right now Jay Crowder, like good look at him, like 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from three. So yeah, I think after that injury he had, like something's not right, game or something like that, or close to 10 points a game, and yeah, and just like not scoring anything. But I know he's out. But anyway, for the game, it was all Bucks. Well, I would say the first quarter it was a little bit back and forth, but the rest of the games it was just like all Bucks. Although you can see Philly was coming back in the fourth quarter, scoring with 24 to 16. But let's get to the quarter stats. Milwaukee was leading Philadelphia 35 to 21. Then you got the second quarter where Bucks was leading again 34, sorry, to 27. Then on the third quarter, you got the Sixers that was up. Was it 34 to 26? So yeah, kind of crazy. So fourth quarter, both teams scored the lowest in this quarter. Bucks 24, 76ers 16. Then you got Bucks scoring the highest in the first quarter, and you got Philadelphia scoring the most in the third quarter. So yeah, let's get to player status. So just give me a sec here. We're gonna start with the Bucks first. Okay, just in case you're trying to make sounds, and stop that. Okay. The Bucks were 43-79 of 54.4% from the field. Then you got 18 out of 37. Excellent. And I know it has a lot to do with Dame shooting and Malik Beasley shooting. So yeah, they was doing great. Um Free throw wise, 15 out of 18 with 83.3% from the free throw line. Yeah, pretty good. Although they didn't do that good on offensive rebounds, they only had 7, but they had a total of 47 rebounds. 32 assists, which you like seeing them pass the ball. 6 steals, yikes. 10 blocks, which is good. But wow, they had a lot of turnovers this game with 18. And I think Giannis had the most with 6, and I think Damian Lillard had 5 turnovers. Kind of insane. But I think it would get better next season. So I know they finally getting used to each other now, but I think next season when they, you know, play with each other and stuff like that and stuff and all that, I think their, turnovers will be lower. At least by like at least 3 a game. That's just my guess. So now let's get to the 76ers team status. 36 and 97 with a 37.1% from the field. 16 out of 46 from 3-point with 34.8%. Notice that that's nearly 35%. Okay, better free throw shooting than the Bucks are. 10 of 11 with 90.9% from the free throw. More rebounds or more offensive rebounds than the Bucks with 13. But the Bucks did out rebound the Sixers with 41. Most of that probably would have changed if Joel Embiid was playing, but he wasn't. Um 24 assists, so a little less assists than the Bucks. More steals than the Bucks with 12. Less blocks with 5. And that was all from their starting lineup. And their turnovers with 10. So yeah. Now we can get to the player status. And we can talk about that. We're gonna start with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had a near triple double. He has 30 points. Like I said, with the most with 6 turnovers, 1 block, 9 assists, and 12 rebounds. So he had a double double at least with 1 offensive rebound. 9 to 12 from the free throw, which is not too bad. 1 to 2 from 3. Oh, I didn't know he attempted a second 3, but that's probably was when I took the dogs outside. 10 to 17 from the field. Brook Lopez, his numbers should be higher than that if he knows how to, take it into the paint at times too. So I don't get what's going on with him. But anyways, he had 11 points, 5 blocks, 3 assists, 7 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 from the free throw, which was perfect. 1 to 4 from 3, but 4 of 9 from the field. Damian Lillard with 24 points. He did get it going in the first quarter, so that's good news that he was like getting it going. So 24 points. Of course, like I said, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 9 assists, so near double double, and has 7 rebounds, so near triple double for him as well. Perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw, 4 of 8 from 3, which is pretty good, but 8 of 15 from the field, so that's not too bad either. You got Malik Beasley with 20 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 6 of 7 from 3, and 7 of 9 from the field. Like I said, our bench, yeah, he really got to really organize the bench or do something just to, make it work. Yeah, Bobby Portis, probably got the bench high overall, but yeah, 17 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 3 of 4 from 3, and 7 of 11 from the field. Then you got Pat Connaughton. He was shooting pretty good, but it seems didn't attack the paint enough. He had 7 points, 2 blocks, 1 assist, 5 rebounds with 2 offensive rebounds, 1 or 2 from 3, and 3 or 4 from the field. And you probably, as y'all can, like some of y'all can see, and some of y'all probably saw the game. Yeah, it just not enough for the, not much for the bench. Yeah. Which kind of sucks. Oh, AJ Green did hit a 3, so that's good. Now we go into the 76ers, their player stats. You got Tobias Harris. I feel so sorry for him. Being on the team for years and just not going as well he was going to. I know I seen like a future, when he was a Milwaukee Buck. I did see a future with this guy, but no, traded away and yeah, things happen. So yeah, 8 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 8 rebounds, with 1 offensive rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw, 0 of 3 from 3, and 3 of 11 from the field. Ouch. I think that's Paul Reed, I believe. Paul Reed, yeah. Paul Reed with 13 points, 2 blocks, 1 assist, 8 rebounds with 4 offensive rebounds, 1 to 2 from 3, and 6 to 13 from the field. Tyrese Maxey with 24 points. He had the team high. 3 steals, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, 5 of 5 from the free throw, 3 of 8 from 3, and 8 of 19 from the field. Buddy Hield, he wasn't doing that great. He had 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, 3 of 9 from 3, and 4 of 13 from the field. And like I said, their bench will be better than our bench. So, which something they got to work on because you can't always rely on the starting five. But that's just me. Um, Kelly Oubre Jr. He had 12 points, three steals, two assists, nine rebounds, so near double double for him, but had five offensive rebounds, one or two from the free throw, one or five from three, and 5 of 15 from the field. And I think that's D'Anthony Melton. Okay. He had their bench high with 16 points, two steals, three assists, three rebounds, perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw, 4 of 8 from three, and 5 of 12 from the field. And yeah, with that, the final score, once again, Milwaukee Bucks 119, Philadelphia 76ers 98. So now they are 14-14 away. And we will talk about, their total record in a bit. But let's do like a little recap because the next time, the 76ers face the Bucks will be a couple of weeks. Will be the final time they face them this season. Um, First game, of course, it was the very first game of the season for the Bucks. They did beat 76ers 118 and 117, which you can tell it was a close game. And of course, beating them 119 and 98 today. And of course, you got game three, like I said, a few weeks away. They'll be back in Milwaukee. The next game that the Bucks will be going at, they'll be back at home, at least for, one game before they go out and go like another 2 game road trip, which would be against Charlotte Hornets. That's what they got Tuesday, and I'll be going to see that game, and should be fun. Second game I'm going to this season, and not going to that many, and yeah, that's totally shocked for me, but yeah, been to a lot of hockey games more than basketball games, so it's just the deal that the Arrows have, which is pretty fun, and why I get to go to more games than normal. But yeah, it should be fun. Um, like I said, hopefully, they do beat Charlotte, and that would be interesting too. They can get a 3 game winning streak going on, and hopefully, that happens. And yep, since Cleveland did win today, they both teams got the same winning record, and you see Cleveland with you know less loss. The Bucks are a game behind them for the division, of course. And now let's go to the full standings. Thank our sponsors, Art from the Heart. If you like animation, drawings, or fan art, or stuff for the comic books, or like something from the WWE, you can go to them. Well, I was say him. Just look for Art from the Heart from some pictures. Moving dues. If you're in Wisconsin or Florida and you try to move within those states, you can get moving dues a call because they will help you move your stuff, and you can get a very good price. Call 414-807-4299. Just tell Mark Trail sent you, and hopefully give you a deal. So, with all that said, let's go to the standings. So best record in NBA. They won 8 straight. They're number one, of course. Number two is Cleveland. Won their last game today. Of course, they're a game ahead of Milwaukee for that spot. So you see Milwaukee's in third with 37-21, winning their last 2, including today. New York Knicks and Sixers, of course, they lost to the Bucks, so they lost their last game. Indiana Pacers, they won their last 3, they're in 6th. Miami won their last 3, they're in 7th. And Orlando Magic lost today and lost their last game. So, oh, wait a minute. Okay, they're kind of tied by games back, but the records are a little bit different. Miami got 1 win over, and Orlando got like 1 loss over Miami. So it's kind of crazy. But then again, you got next month, and you got part of April just to hopefully things will change for them. But we'll see. You got Chicago in 9th. They won their last game. Of course, shockingly, they beat New Orleans, and Atlanta in 10th, who won their last game. The ones who beat Orlando. So yeah, shockingly. Then you got Brooklyn, Toronto, and Charlotte. Got Washington Wizards. Got the biggest losing streak right now in the East with 11, and they're single digit wins. Them in Detroit. And Detroit, of course, lost their last 5. So I don't even know any of those teams going to get to 10. They got the same losing record, but not the same winning record. So yeah, it's kind of odd. Okay, you got Minnesota in the West, tied with Oklahoma City Thunder with the second best record in the NBA and the best record in the West. So both Minnesota, Oklahoma, 1-2. Minnesota won their last game, and Oklahoma City won their last 5. Denver's in third. They won their last 3. Clippers now back to 4th. They lost their last game. Sacramento Kings, oh wow, they up to 5th, winning their last 3. Phoenix Suns is now in 6th, winning their last game. You have the New Orleans Pelicans in 7th. They lost their last 2. You got Dallas in 8th, who lost their last game. And of course, Los Angeles Lakers in 9th, lost their last game. And you got Golden State Warriors in 10th, who also lost their last game. I think they played yesterday. Then you got Utah, then Houston, Memphis, Portland, then San Antonio. Which one day, in the future, San Antonio Spurs is going to turn it around. They got the potential rookie of the year, and they just got to get other pieces around him, or maybe whoever they get in this upcoming draft will do something. Who knows? But yeah, probably the only news that I'm going to talk about was that my wife had sent me something. It was about Stephanie McMahon knowing some of the stuff that Vince was doing. So she's being investigated. So it'd be interesting to see like what's going to come out. They press charges on her or whatever the case may be. So yeah, this could be almost the end of the McMahon era. So yeah, stories about this is popping more and more. With the Ashley situation, that's going out there too, and yeah, there's just more trouble for them. Oh yeah, this is ridiculous. Um, and if y'all saw the video I did before about my rant about the All Star, that now they adding these that they had to meet these requirements. So I was watching it on the news, and they said like when the Bear Center is up, that's the only requirement that they have, and they said the rest of them, I guess they haven't met as yet. But I thought they met with the hotels in like a surrounding city because there's a lot of hotels, and I know people probably don't want to stay at motels too, but they're around too, and plus they might start construction on 2 of them, maybe 3 hotels this year, and who knows, they might be done in next year or they probably take 12 to 18 months to get done. So we will see. So it probably would be sometime, maybe summer or fall of next year. Those hotels would be done. So we'll see. I'm going to end it from here. It seems like I'm running out of time out of the podcast. So thank everybody on the podcast that's listening. Please follow us and check out our past podcasts. So you can find us wherever you find your podcast from. Either Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcast from. So thank you guys for Twitch. Please follow us more. Please get more followers, share the content. After you guys on YouTube, please like and subscribe and check out our past videos too. So until then, you guys have a good one. And we are out. So once again, you guys that's watching on YouTube, thank y'all for listening. Please subscribe. We're trying to get up to 500 subscribers at least by June. So hopefully we get there. And also, check out our past content. You like wrestling, you like Milwaukee Bucks, this will be the channel for you. So I'll tune in. Y'all have a good one. Well, till the next video too. So have a good one and goodbye. And see you later. I made the next video will probably be up on, I would say, probably maybe a day or two, or the next one would be, the Bucks game. So we'll see. Tune in. See you later. Okay, get out of that.